Hi there, my name is Lizzy and I play the cello. I'm really glad to virtually meet you all, and I'm very excited to share some music and share some ideas about music with you in this session that we have. So first of all, I just wanted to introduce my cello to you. Um, have any of you ever seen an instrument like this before? Does it remind you of a different instrument? Perhaps the violin or the viola? This instrument is related to the violin and viola. They are both in the string family. So this is kind of like a great-granddad for the violin. It's much bigger. It might be bigger than some of you all when you stand up. And the strings are much lower. The sound of the cello is much deeper than the sound of the violin and of the viola. And part of the reason why I love playing the cello, in fact, is because it has that deeper, richer, lower sound. So here's a little taste of how the cello could sound. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my story with music. I've been playing the cello since I was 12 years old, and I always loved practicing so much that in my house, my mom and my dad would always tell me to stop practicing because I would just practice all day long, all day and all night long. And I think the reason why I was playing the cello so much was because the cello just made me feel calm, and it made me feel at peace. And when I play, it makes my whole body feel calm and peaceful. So that's why I love playing music so much. Something that I really think is cool about music is that it has this magical power. Music can make people feel things, it can make people imagine things, it can make people remember things that have happened to them. It can bring up so many things with just a sound. I want you to try to imagine your favorite cartoon or your favorite movie, and think about what it would be like to watch that movie without any music at all. It would be kind of strange, right? So we're going to do a couple of activities to practice feeling emotion and responding to sound. I'm going to be playing a short 2-minute piece on my cello, and I'm going to ask you all to respond to it. You can either have a piece of paper next to you with crayons or a marker, or you can simply just close your eyes and imagine different colors, different images that might come into your mind. I want you just to simply imagine things and allow things to come into your mind while I'm playing. Just to give you a couple of ideas, you could be thinking about a color, yellow, green, red, or blue. You could be experiencing an emotion. The sound could be making you feel sad or angry or happy. Pay attention to the way that this music makes you feel. So you can open your eyes now. What did you come up with? Was it something that surprised you? Did you hear something that you've never heard before? This is actually the first time I've ever played anything like that in front of people before. So what I was trying to send you through this video was feelings of peace, feelings of warmth, and a sense of calm. So I don't know if what you felt from that video or from that music reflected anything like that, but that was my intention. It was sort of like I was sending you a mini sunset. So, yep, that's for you. So let's continue exploring our musical imaginations. The next piece of music that I'm going to be playing for you is written by somebody named Robert Schumann. That may sound like a funny name to us, but I came up with a good way of remembering Schumann's last name. You could think of it as Schumann. It's kind of silly, but it works, right? So that is the composer for this piece. And remember that a composer is somebody who writes a piece. So this piece is Schumann's, the composer, Schumann's way of imagining things through music. This piece is actually called a fantasy, okay? So the music that you're going to hear is going to sound very dreamlike. It's going to feel like you're walking around in a very foggy, mysterious dreamland. So I have a question for you all. Do you ever daydream? You probably do during class sometimes, but that's okay. So think about how it feels to daydream. How does it feel to fantasize? Okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do in this next listening activity is take your piece of paper, or if you don't have a piece of paper, just imagine it in your mind, okay? So I want you to, again, respond to what you're hearing, okay? But this time, instead of just having an open exercise where you think of either colors or feelings or memories, I want you to come up with your very own story, okay? Because sometimes music can tell a story. And the beautiful thing about it is that that story doesn't really have words, so you can really come up with your own. So I want you to come up with a character. It could be any sort of character. It could be 2 characters or 3 characters. And I want us to explore and imagine what is going to happen to this character while I am playing this Schumann fantasy. And you're going to have lots of time to fantasize and dream up this story because this piece is about 3 minutes long, which doesn't sound very long, but in reality, it is kind of long. So remember, there is no right way to do this. If nothing's coming to your mind and you just want to sit and listen and enjoy the music, that's totally fine, okay? So, what did you come up with? How did it make you feel to create something? And do you think that creating things and using your imagination is important? Well, I think that it's one of the most important things ever. Because think about all the things in the world, all the things in this room, all the things in your life. All of those things came from somebody's imagination. Somebody imagined this and then they made it up. And that's how I have it here to play for you all. So I just want to leave you with the message that your imagination and your creativity are things that you can always have with you all the time, right inside your mind, and that's something that's going to stay with you forever. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed talking and playing for you all, and I hope that we get to do it again soon. Ciao!